This case that is going viral with this woman who got arrested. And the reason why it's going viral is because of her friend here. Her friend makes this wild joke at the beginning and it ends up not being a joke. I'll show you in a second. It's the story of this woman who kidnapped her child, moved across state. Again, this is a story that fathers understand. You guys have heard it time and time again. I've spoken about it so many times. I don't understand why this is acceptable. I don't understand why a mom can just pick up a child and leave. I mean, look, I live in the same city as the man that attempted to kill me. Do you know how many times I've been like, wow, like I wish I could just pick up and move. I wish I could move to a different province. I wish I could just move to Texas if I had to, as much as I'm a proud Canadian and always will be. But I can't move because I have a son with a different man and I can't just like take my son away. This is common sense. But for some reason, women feel entitled to children. They feel like, well, it came out of my love flaps, so therefore I have entire ownership. No, there are women who are like, well, the husband cheated on me. He cheated. He wasn't a good husband. So therefore I have to take the kid. No, I have a right. Like 1 + 1 does not equal 3 here. Just because he is a bad husband does not make him, does not make him a bad father. And women are just not really grasping this. So I'm going to show you this clip that's going viral. The body cam footage is much longer. I may review that in just another video on my YouTube. If you're just watching this on a podcast, my YouTube is Roma Army.
Hey!
How you doing, Miss Sharon?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
They're coming for you, Sharon! They don't want me. They want Reggie. What's up?
Well, we're here for you, ma'am. Definitely here for you.
We're here for you, Sharon. Yeah, the cops were in fact pulling up for Sharon Shannon, pardon me, because what Shannon did was extremely grotesque. A 40-year kidnapping case has been solved. In 1983, a 3-year-old girl named Michelle disappeared from Louisville, Kentucky. Her mother, Deborah Newton, took her and vanished. Some are arguing that a woman running from a man must have been running for her safety. Others are saying that it doesn't justify abducting a child, lying for decades, and erasing a father from his daughter's life. For more than 4 decades, Michelle lived under a false identity, never knowing her real name, her real father, or that she'd been reported missing as a child. This month, police located Deborah Newton in Florida, where she'd been living under a false alias. DNA confirmed it. The truth came out. Michelle, now in her 40s, was finally told who she really is and has since been reunited with her father after more than 40 years apart. Deborah Newton has been charged with custodial interference / parental kidnapping, a felony in Kentucky with no statute of limitations. So first of all, go Kentucky, because Kentucky has clearly put their foot down and said, not today. The fact that they have a statute of limitations is amazing. For those that don't know what a statute of limitations is, that is the period of time that you can report a crime. For some crimes, there is a statute of limitations, maybe for 20 years. I can't give an example. But there is no statute of limitation, which means there's no limit on the time that you can report this. And of course, women were in the comments boldly supporting this, making claims like, I want to hear her side of the story first. Lots of people, as the article said, were saluting her, being like, well, it must have been for a good reason. No, this woman was about to lose custody of her child. And instead of doing, not even custody, I think she had to split custody, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that. And instead of just doing the responsible thing, doing what was right for her child, because yes, the father is severely impacted. That's a wound that nobody can explain unless they've gone through it. But the child as well had to live 40 years without their dad. And anybody who has been adopted or had an absent parent or don't know their parents, that's just a wound that is a very difficult one to heal. And it's an awful thing to do to a child. So this child had to live all this time. And women are just, again, not holding her accountable. A lot of them are celebrating it. They're booing at the police. And when a father does this, there's Amber Alerts, there's all this, which it sounds like there was for little Michelle. But the comments, the commentary from society is just drastically different, right? People are, much more on the mother's side, and they're like, this is a kidnapping. This is completely unreasonable. How can you do this? How dare you? But the energy is just not the same. And it just goes to show that, I think that this whole girls must stick together ideology is really a farce, because I don't think that women stick together in a time when it matters. Because sticking together means sticking together to hold a standard for each other, which women are just not seeming to do. They only seem to stick together when they're bullying other women, when they're excusing bad behavior. That's really the only time that I see it.
And I see you, and I feel you, and I need you right now. And I see you, and I dream too. When I breathe, I want you right now. I'm thinking about your love, said I'm looking for you. Every time you turn around, said I'm looking for you. And I see you all around, 'cause you're right beside me, looking up, you're right beside me.